Hey kids, this is Ivan. How you doing? Tim Harper put out a great video just really recently, and it's called "Too Many Character Options Slash Choices," and he's talking to Mr. Mephisto's Geek Manifesto, which is an incredible mouthful. I could relate to a lot of what Tim said. I'm going to link his video below. But certainly as a game master, I've been guilty at times of just unloading way too many options on players. Like, do you want to be this race or that race or this class, or do you want to do this other special thing I found? Probably at this point, yeah, I've dialed way back, but I may occasionally be a little bit give them too many options in terms of like, hey, do you want to do this other thing with magic in terms of like some kind of sorcery where you can cast more spells than you're supposed to, in Lamentations of the Flame Princess and other OSR games. But I don't think it's over the top. Depends. Anyhow, I'm going to talk really more about my perspective as a player. As a player, when I go into a new game, I don't want a lot of options. I really don't. I want to learn how to play the game. I want to learn how to play a somewhat generic character. Okay, maybe give them a couple of neat doodads or a neat ability or skill or whatever. But let me go, find out how to play this game by actually playing it and not getting too overwhelmed. So even if the system does have a lot of options, I don't necessarily like to use them. I'd rather play something that's a little bit more vanilla and get my feet wet. And I also just, I like, differentiating my character by what I do, by what he does, in the big bad world. How they act, what they do, what their motivations are. That's how I like to differentiate my characters. I mean, don't get me wrong. If there's some nifty MacGuffins here and there, things that I can do, sure, great. But I don't want a ton. I think it was funny. I was thinking about it. Probably the Ubiquity system, those games, they probably have just enough in terms of like the talents and the skills that you can invest in. Where it's kind of it's bordering on my breaking point where it's becoming too much. It's funny because I'm starting to play in this Hackmaster game locally, and that's like way too much. Like I'm doing it because I like the people, and I want to say I've done it, but yeah, way too many options for a guy like me. I'd rather I'll just play the game. So yeah, that's my take on it. That's my preference. I don't want to be barraged with a million classes or a million builds or 5 million skills or other options. I really just want to figure out how do I play a person. What can this person do? Give them a what do they like? What are they good at? And make it a few things, not a ton, and nothing too exotic. And then just go have fun and interact with the big bad world. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.